Make sure you go to ashkicking.com and cop the new special edition DBN scented candle for the Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev rematch.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So yesterday, I uploaded a video talking about this news that Boxing Scene had reported that John David Jackson, Sergey Kovalev's trainer, he actually reached out to Team Ward and asked to get a job and basically work Andre Ward's corner and go up against his own fighter, Sergey Kovalev. Now, according to reports, James Prince and I believe his name is Josh Dubbin, I think he's like the legal advisor of Team Ward, they basically said that once again, John David Jackson, he reached out to them and they talked about how shocked they were that he would reach out to them 3 weeks before the fight, et cetera, et cetera. And now we're hearing from the other side when it comes to John David Jackson, he's actually still working with Kovalev right now. Not only is he still working with him, but John David Jackson, he said that they actually reached out to him. Team Ward actually reached out to him before the fight was signed. This is what John David Jackson is saying. Matter of fact, you guys can watch the interview that Behind the Gloves did with John David Jackson as he talks about this situation. So according to John David Jackson, it was Team Ward that reached out to them. So this is crazy, man. This is really, really crazy. It's crazy because the article that Boxing Scene had up, James Prince and Josh Dubbin, they had a lot to say about this situation. I mean, it was a long article of them just talking about how shocked they were that Jackson would reach out to them 3 weeks before the fight looking for a job with Andre Ward. It wasn't like they just said a couple words about this and that was it. It wasn't like just some little vague comment that they put out like, you know, John David Jackson reached out to us and that's all there's to it. They went real deep when it comes to talking about this situation. But once again, Team Kovalev, they have a complete different story. So now it's Team Ward's word versus Team Kovalev's word. But one thing I will say, if what John David Jackson said is true, then that man, John David Jackson, is one of the most loyal people in the sport of boxing. Because all the stuff that Sergey Kovalev has said, and even the talks of Sergey Kovalev hiring another trainer and possibly having him talk over John David Jackson, which we don't know if things are going to be different in this fight. Maybe John David Jackson will be talking, you know, and he will be acting like the lead trainer or the head trainer. We'll see. But there's no doubt about it. Jackson's loyalty is unquestionable. Now, and if this were true, that members of Team Ward actually tried to snatch up John David Jackson before this fight, my thing is, if Andre Ward has already fought 12 rounds with Sergey Kovalev, and he has the footage to study whenever he wants, I don't feel, outside of having some type of psychological advantage, I don't feel that it's going to help Andre Ward's team that much if this were the case. Because once again, you know, the fact that you already have 12 rounds of you in the ring with this man, you know, I mean, to me, if Andre Ward had never fought Sergey Kovalev before, then it would be very beneficial to summon someone like John David Jackson. But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. So there's a lot of stuff going on when it comes to this fight. We'll see what happens this month. It should be a really good fight. I mean, honestly, I expect to see more knockdowns in this fight. Maybe even a surprise knockout. I mean, you have two fighters that are so clever in the ring, and you just make one mistake and that can be it. You know, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.